The Dark Prince of Dancehall, The Life and Legacy of Tommy Lee Sparta. Born Leroy Russell Jr. on November 4, 1987, in Flankers, a rough inner-city community in Montego Bay, St. James, Jamaica, Tommy Lee Sparta's journey to dancehall stardom was anything but conventional. Growing up, Tommy Lee was exposed to the harsh realities of inner-city life, poverty, gang violence, and limited access to opportunities. He was one of 6 children, raised primarily by his mother and grandmother after his father passed away when he was just 9 years old. The absence of a father figure and the harsh environment around him forced him to grow up quickly. He dropped out of school at an early age, which he later regretted. Despite his surroundings, Tommy Lee always had a creative spark. In his youth, he would write lyrics, draw, and engage in various forms of artistic expression. Music was an outlet, but at the time, it seemed like a distant dream. A chance encounter with destiny. In the early 2000s, while still living in Flankers, Tommy Lee began dabbling in music, recording songs with friends and local producers. However, his big break came in 2010, when he caught the attention of Vybz Kartel, the dancehall titan who led the Portmore Empire, also known as Gaza. Kartel saw potential in the young Montego Bay DJ, impressed by his raw talent and dark, gritty delivery. Under Kartel's wing, Tommy Lee adopted the stage name, Tommy Lee, and began recording tracks as part of the Gaza crew. Later, he would rebrand as Tommy Lee Sparta, adding Sparta in homage to his hometown crew and as a means of asserting his individuality within the industry. The rise of the Spartan Soldier. Tommy Lee's sound was unlike anything in dancehall at the time. While most artists focused on partying, love, or street bravado, Tommy Lee introduced a horrorcore element, dark beats, haunting melodies, and lyrics referencing demons, spirits, and supernatural warfare. His breakout songs like Psycho, Uncle Demon, Spartan Soldier captured the attention of the youth. Spartan Soldier, in particular, became an anthem for the disenfranchised, those who saw themselves as warriors in an unforgiving world. Tommy Lee's performances were electric and theatrical, often featuring spooky visuals, dramatic costumes, and powerful energy that captivated audiences. His branding was strategic. He became known as the Uncle Demon, a persona that resonated with fans looking for something edgy and rebellious. Following the incarceration of Vybz Kartel in 2011, many members of the Portmore Empire disbanded. Tommy Lee Sparta, however, forged ahead with a solo career. He founded his label Guzu Music/Sparta Camp and began releasing music independently. He continued to dominate the airwaves with tracks like Shook, Uncle Demon PT2, Red Eye, Na Fear Dem, Hard Ears, Rebirth. He also gained a strong international following in countries like Trinidad, Guyana, the UK, France, and Gambia, where his songs topped dancehall charts and filled clubs. His use of auto-tune, minor key beats, and cinematic lyrics helped define a subgenre, now widely referred to as Gothic dancehall. Tommy Lee Sparta became a staple of major Jamaican music festivals. At Reggae Sumfest, he delivered legendary performances, often taking the spotlight despite the presence of more mainstream acts. Internationally, he toured across Europe, performing in France, Germany, the Netherlands, and Switzerland, where fans were intrigued by his dark persona and edgy sound. His fanbase extended into the African diaspora, where songs like Spartan Soldier and Psycho were seen as expressions of real struggle and resilience. Despite his success, Tommy Lee Sparta's career has been repeatedly marred by run-ins with the law, some of which appear to have been influenced by his persona and hometown connections. Tommy Lee was arrested in connection with a lottery scamming investigation but was eventually released due to lack of evidence. The incident painted him as a marked figure, watched closely by authorities. He was again detained under Jamaica's anti-gang law and was held for weeks without being charged. His attorneys decried the arrest as a violation of his constitutional rights. Many in the public, especially his fans, believed he was being targeted because of his flankers' roots and Gothic branding. In December 2020, Tommy Lee Sparta was arrested in Kingston after police allegedly found an illegal firearm and ammunition in his vehicle. He pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 3 years in prison in March 2021. He served his sentence at the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center, formerly General Penitentiary. While incarcerated, he released several tracks recorded before his arrest, including Elegante, Dark Ages, Holding On. Fans praised his ability to stay musically active even while behind bars. He was released in March 2023, and within weeks returned to the studio and stage, demonstrating resilience and determination to reclaim his place in the industry. Despite his dark stage persona, Tommy Lee Sparta is a family man at heart. He has at least 4 children, including a daughter who has shown early musical talent. He occasionally shares moments with his children on social media, showing a softer, nurturing side far removed from his Uncle Demon image. Wife and relationships. While he has kept most of his romantic life private, it is known that he has had long-term relationships. There is no public record of a legal marriage, but he has been linked with women who have supported him through his legal and personal trials. In interviews, he often expresses that his children are his greatest motivation, and that music is his legacy for them. As of 2025, Tommy Lee Sparta's net worth is estimated to be between $700,000 and $1 million. His income is generated from digital streaming, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, international shows and festivals, merchandise sales, licensing and publishing, YouTube monetization through his official channel. Although his legal troubles temporarily stalled his earning capacity, his loyal fanbase and international demand have kept him financially afloat. Post-incarceration, Tommy Lee Sparta has been on a path of reinvention and redemption. His newer songs reflect deeper introspection, speaking more on resilience, loyalty, and his struggles. Songs like Not a Devil, Life of a Spartan, Father God, show a more spiritual, mature artist ready to evolve. He has hinted at launching mentorship programs for youth in flankers, hoping to guide young men away from crime and into music and entrepreneurship. He also expressed interest in acting and music production, signaling a new chapter in his artistic journey.